So what does it take to put on a broadcast for Easter for the radio station? Well, for one thing, a whole lot of gaff tape, a microwave link, actually let's make a couple of microwave links, and a lot of Cat 5 cable. We're putting our rack together for Easter, and this is going to contain all the pieces that we need to get the audio from down at the stage all the way back up here to the studio. So we're going to have Comrex Bricklink, a Tello Zip 1, and a Marty RPU. Ow. It is setup day, and we've got to get a few other pieces set up. We've got to get our microwave link up on the roof. Hopefully the non-penetrating roof mount is still up there. That way we can mount this on there. Okay, I've got my tools. So let's go take this up to the roof and let's get this bad boy moving. Come on, keys. Oh, so bright out here. I'm not seeing, oh, there it is. Oh, that was close. My non-penetrating roof mount. All right, so now got to figure out how I'm going to get my microwave cable out here. So we're inside this part of the penthouse where the fans are. We're going to come out of a little hole here, come along the side, and we're going to take this non-penetrating roof mount here, stick it over there on the corner, which will give us line of sight all the way over to the church and to the field where the event is going to be happening. We put cinder blocks on the bottom of the non-penetrating roof mount to give it a little bit of weight so it doesn't bounce around. All right, now it's time to put this up on that. Okay, this side's connected. Now we need to go downstairs, find the other side of the cable, the cable that runs up and down, and get that plugged in. Then we can walk over to the stage and get that side all built out. Back into the darkness. We're pushing all of our stuff across the parking lot. Cart and a rolling rack. So the way that we've got our links set up for this broadcast is that down at the field we have three ways of getting our audio back up there. We have what we call the Comrex, and that's the brand name of the equipment. The Comrex, which will go through the church's network, and that will be through a hardline wired connection. Then the second way is through the Zephyr IP, which is another audio over IP system. And that'll go over a private microwave, unlicensed microwave that we have set up. That's also how we have like some closed circuit cameras that we have set up for the people who are going to be up at the studio to be able to see when people are coming up on stage. And then the third is going to be what's called the radio pickup unit, RPU. So those are the three things, and we'll see where we go from there. Let's make sure everything works. Test everything today, we'll test everything tomorrow, and go from there. My love of heights has given me the ability to let Chad go up on top. Hi, Chad.
Hi.
So without kinking it,
Yeah.
let's got it.
I gotta take a break.
Rebooting my computer right now. Wired network adapter wasn't behaving itself. There we go. I have my distribution app configured. Now I'm waiting for network to get here, so that way I can connect up the church side of things for the Comrex. And then Chad's still working on the microwave link up top, and we can configure that, make sure that link is working, get some of that audio running back and forth, set up our cameras, and we should be good to go. 4 pairs. Kevlar pole. Yeah, I forgot some things back at the studio, so I gotta walk. But we're getting things set up over on the field, and we've got the studio side all ready to go. Microwave is set up. Now to get the stage side all ready to go, we'll be set. Came back because I needed a roll of gaff tape. Walked all the way back. This morning I've already done 10,000 steps walking back and forth from the studio to the field, back to the field, back to the studio, and back and forth. Here is the rack. This is the Zephyr IP, that's our backup connection. This is our oh no, everything's going wrong connection. This is the Marty RPU. That's just a standard, basically like a two-way radio, you know, like a micro breaker kind of radio, but a lot higher quality. And then this is our Comrex. This is going to be our primary as soon as we get the connection, or the network connection from the church. And this is our distribution amp, and a nice big meter so we can see meters. More please. So we're looking at the camera for the stage, that way we can see where we're at. So in order to see backstage from up in the studio, we had to do a couple of cool things. So we've got a camera up here that lets us see the backstage area. And we walk up. And then we have a camera on the front of the stage that lets us see the front of the stage, so we can kind of track when the pastor goes up the steps and up to the podium. We're done, we're set up, we're ready to go. We're waiting for tomorrow when everything gets turned on in the morning. We're going to check our audio levels again, tested, and right now everything looks like we're good to go. It's Friday morning. It is time to get things turned on, make sure everything survived the night and all the changes that may have happened after we left. Showtime here in just a couple of hours. We're connected. We've got everything happy. See, I've got green lights here. I've got a little green dot there. I'm transmitting down here. The studio is able to hear our levels on all 3 sources. Now we just need to get a little bit more level. We need to get a little bit more level. They're working on that. So we're in the broadcast mix room. This is Mike behind me. And he's the one that's going to be mixing the audio down from the stage and getting it to us for the broadcast.
How's it going?
Hey, Mike.
Hey, I had no idea you have this channel. This is so cool.
You know.
I'm gonna tune in from now on.
Cool, thanks. But Mike works for the church, and he does the church services as well, and he is a master at making it sound good for our station.
Well, thank you very much. That's very nice to hear. I think he's extra nice, but that's good to hear.
Mike has a lot more buttons on his console than we do on ours, and a lot more screens.
So many interesting stories I can tell you.
Hi.
Hey, what's going on?
This is Robert Baltodano,
How are you?
Mr. Short Timer himself.
11 years.
Mr.
That's
Short
short
Timer.
Short timer. He's not.
I'm done with him. You know what? You can go to New Jersey. Now that the service is going and the broadcast is on the air, there's not much for us to do right now. We go into what I call firefighter mode, where there's not much to do until there's a fire. Well, it was a successful broadcast for Good Friday, and so now everything's all packed up, sealed up in the rack, and they'll have some overnight security to guard it. And then we're back here at 4-ish in the morning on Sunday with lots of caffeine.
Lots of caffeine.
Hopefully lots of sleep too. We'll do this all over again, get everything connected back up, and go from there. It's 4 a.m. and I've got to get my coffee going here. A little tired. I did get sleep, but not as much as I would have liked to.
No, that's what it's all about. Yeah.
All right, we've got audio set up Everything looks good so far. We're connected on all of our sources. And now it's just waiting for showtime and going from there. Morning, Brian.
Hey, there he is. Happy Easter, Marcos.
Happy Easter, Mark.
There's free breakfast. So right now we've got donuts and coffee.
6:02 will start at 3-minute countdown.
Yeah, you'll bring up Sanctuary, talking about
So everything went well. The broadcast went out, and the connection stayed up. I don't believe we had to use any of our backup connections, so that was great. Now it's time to tear everything down, clean up, and go have breakfast. Chad's up there getting the antenna down. Say that again?
I just hit my head on the antenna.
I don't know if we caught that or not.
Maybe, probably.
Can you recreate it for us?
I was probably there in the back.
Everything is cleaned up, everything is packed up. We got all of our stuff here. Marshall's clearing up his stuff. And we'll roll it all the way back to the station. Well, when they built this sidewalk, they didn't anticipate rolling equipment across it. There. Well, Easter's over. We did our part, and our part was to provide that link from the field to the studio. And yeah, so far, everything that I've heard, the link went well, the broadcast went well, and everything was successful. So on Wednesday, we actually started doing our hands-on part of it, and that was building out the rack. Thursday was going out to the field and setting everything up out there and testing. Friday was the actual broadcast for Good Friday. We went dark on Saturday. Sunday morning we were here, 4 in the morning, so early. But we got everything reconnected. Everything was good still, which was great. The broadcast went off without a hitch. And then everything is mostly put away. And so now it's starting to get a little warm. If you like this video, give me a like on the bottom, thumbs up, subscribe if you aren't. Next week will be a mountain trip video where we were out in Las Vegas with Chad, Matt, Mark, and myself. We visited a few sites, so that video will be next week. So we'll see you then. Bye, Chad. And there goes Chad, he's leaving.